Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The tight end in motion right. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th, what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. First down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Finding Pickens for another catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 45 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. Well, they've got a new set of downs here. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Now Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 23 yards the pickup there.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Here is 3rd and 5. as they've got it as we resume action. That is caught, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Wilson. He's got this to Pickens. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Wilson's throw complete to Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Here's Wilson to throw. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
To throw again is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens have moved out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. On one of the linebackers. Packers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now Wilson on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Harris running straight ahead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Open man, that's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And the Ravens taking the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Second down and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson finds his man over the middle. It's likely. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Jackson will throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
This is your game, baby. Let's go. It's game time. Let's go, y'all. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's do this, man.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete to Freiermuth. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Off the option, here's Henry to about the 26 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. To 26, 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a score lead here in the third quarter. I think shots. They've blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the... They've been treated nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Slot man moves right. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Henry on 1st down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's a 2nd and 8. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And all the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On second down, this is Harris. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of... They go play action now. Wilson. Got his man. It's Warren. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Let's go. Here we go. Don't stop. Come on, I got you, baby. Once again, we gotta get it. This is a good start. Baby.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they get on 3rd down, Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's clean.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one.
Mark Andrews, 26 yards.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return here for Pearson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's... Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. The offense on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now a dump off here complete, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. Second and 9. In motion left, Flowers. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
Good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, he has been the featured receiver on this drive. They've looked his way a number of times. Why not get it to him on 3rd down? And they do. And they're able to keep this drive moving.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that. Should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Henry up the middle, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had, you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Wilson.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you've got a heck of a chance to win.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does. First down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again.
He finds Pickens over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Again, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Oh, let's rock and roll, baby. Let's ride, dog. Let's go. What's the deal, y'all? All right, guys. Let's do what we do every day. It's showtime, baby. Okay. Who wants some? Nobody else. Let's do it. Let's be smart. Let's play hard. They can't sneak our boys. Let's do this, man. Bring it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Room here to run.
And he'll be close to another first down. In fact, he has a first down on a gain of 10.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
That